Hey gang, what if Victoria's had a reboot? What would happen? Hi, Vaughn here. Hello, welcome back to the channel. My camera is being stupid, so you might see me change complexions a good couple of times. I don't know what's happening. But if I see if I move over here, it changes. But if I move back here, it changes. I'm not sure what's happening. If you know what's happening, please tell me. But I came up with this video a good little bit ago, and I had my guild mumsy help me figure it out. So what if Victoria's had a reboot? And so this is my headcanon, my series synopsis of what would be happening if Victoria's had a reboot. Okay. And now I'm gonna tell you what I came up with, and I'm gonna tell you the main plot. Okay. I have it on my note right here, so if you see me looking down, just because I have everything organized right here. But the main plot is Psychowitz fucking dies. And I know, like, bro, you're killing off Psychowitz. Look, bro, what am I gonna do with him? He's old by then. Me and my mom came up with, like, what if, like, when Psychowitz was teaching, he was actually older than they thought he was? Because he looked like a good, like, late 30s, early 40s or something. But, like, that dude was, like, actually, like, 70 or something. And he just looked good for his age. Or, because of all the... Because, you know, I know y'all... Psychowitz be smoking. He be doing shrooms. He be doing LSD. He be doing acid. He be doing some good recreational weed. He be doing it all. So maybe that caught up to him, and then he just kicked rocks. Okay, so we have that now. Psychowitz dies, and then that brings the whole cast together. And not everyone stayed in California after everybody graduated from Hollywood Arts. So, like, I think Robbie, he's in, like, New York. He's doing, like, some SNL type shit. We don't know where Beck is. Beck, he, like, kind of disappeared off the face of the earth. Jade, just everyone came back to California for the funeral, and then everybody reconnects. And, like, the whole show is just them, I guess, reconnecting, and everybody has their own little storyline that's going on. It's like a good, like, one season, good, like, 12 to 13 episodes. You heard me here? Yup. I think that would be the plot. Bro, my what is this do? Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna fix it. I think I fixed it. I'm not sure, but my camera is walling. No, I didn't fix it. Whatever, man. But yeah, that would be the main plot. Now, we're gonna go down the character list of basically everybody's little storylines, their little like what happened to them after everybody graduated from Hollywood Arts and stuff. And then yeah. Okay. I have no specific order, but I'm gonna start with the main character, who is not Tori Vega. It is actually, I think Trina Vega would be the main character. Hear me out. Bro, she would make a great main character, and I'm doing another video, like, specifically about that. But I think for the reboot, Trina would be the best main character for it. Like, everyone, like, the main eight would be the main character, but, like, just like in Victoria's, Tori, she was the main character, I guess. But she didn't have anything interesting about her. But I did make her more interested in the reboot, and it's pretty good. But with Trina, like, after she graduated from Hollywood Arts, she left her. Oops, sorry y'all. She left her family behind. She dipped. She left Tori. She left her parents. She left her toxic because they was toxic to her. But like, yeah, sometimes Trina she was a dickhead, but it was literally all kind of insecurity with parents just telling her that, like, she's nothing, or you're so annoying that we don't even want to be near you. So who wouldn't want to get away from a toxic family like that? But yeah, Trina, she dipped, and then she went to like a good community college, but she was still determined to, you know, make her name known. She was still determined to do something. So like, I think after y'all remember the episode where Trina does her one woman show, and it was supposed to be like a musical, but people saw it as like a comedy. And I think after that, she kind of had like a realization. She was like, let me stop trying to chase stardom and try to chase all this pop star stuff. Let me really, like, hone in on my craft. I can make people laugh, and that's what she decided to do. So she mixed acting and comedy together, and, like, she became like a, like, kind of like a comedian, but, like, she became known for her, like, one woman show. And then you would see her, like, kind of building up to it. Either that, or she's already kind of settled, but you see her dilemmas, maybe, like, after the funeral and stuff, her and Tori, they get back in contact. Maybe they talk or something, or she gets back in contact with a bunch of people from Hollywood Arts, and it's just her. You see how much she's grown and how much she will still grow as a person. You just see her go through life. Maybe she found herself a dude. Maybe she already got herself a dude. Maybe some kids. I don't know. But I feel like she would be well off. I think she went, like, after Hollywood Arts. She didn't go to, like, college, but she went to a good community college to get a good, like, just some degree or something. But she was still, like, focused on really honing in on her craft. And that's when she got into the, let me get into this comedy thing. Let me get into one of them shows type stuff. And I would love to see Trina as a main character if they ever did one. I hope they don't do a reboot. I would actually cry. I don't want to see that. But this is just a what if they had a reboot. But Trina going down the woman show route, and we just see her going through the course of life. Maybe reconnecting with her family. Just a whole bunch of stuff going on. And she would be a fire main character. Next, do I want to do Tori? Yeah, we'll do Tori. Next, we have Tori. Tori's not a main character, and the storyline I came up with her is pretty cool. So, after Hollywood Arts, Tori, she got her dream, like, of being a pop star and stuff, but it was kind of like local stardom. Like, only people that she was kind of around, or like people she know. Like, she had a couple shows she had to start them because, like, she was able to perform and become a pop star and stuff. Which I think that episode that they did it's like the British dude, he comes in and then everybody does a competition, she wins, and then she's, you know, make it to America. That fucking song. she got her dream, but like they kept on going after that. I don't really know why, but yeah. But she had local stardom for like a good, like, she was like one of those teen stars who like pop off when they're like a teen, but then once they hit adulthood, they just disappear off the face of the earth. Okay, and with Tori, like, that happened. She got her bag, and then after those years were over, she kind of flopped. After no one was really looking for her, no one was really listening to her. After she got out of those teen years, she didn't really perform anymore, and then after that, during the reboot is kind of her just figuring out, yo, what the fuck do I do with my life? Like, should I give up singing? And Andre, he comes in with this, but I'll explain their plot more fully. But he comes in with that. But she's like, yo, what am I supposed to do now? And then, like, maybe when she, like, sees Trina, she's like, Trina's over here successful, but look at me. I was supposed to be a successful one. I think she would still kind of be full of herself, and she would still kind of be like a big sister. But she would see how far Trina has come, instead of like it always being Trina compared to Tori and stuff, and how Tori was always a star child. It's flipped this time, and now Trina, she made a name for herself, but she's like, F y'all. They try to reconnect, but like Tori's still like, bro, how did she make it, but I didn't? And so she's like, should I give up the thing? Should I try something else? And so it's just her kind of midlife crisis, kind of, but like, you know, like that rebellion stage, not the rebellion stage, but like after like a teen star goes like popular while they're a kid, and then once they hit adulthood and they like disappear off the face of the earth, that's what happened to her. And now she's trying to figure out, what do I want to do with my life? Do I want to be a regular smuggler person? Which isn't bad, but like that's her storyline. She would just try to figure out, yo, what am I doing in my life? Is this singing thing worth it? Should I still try it? Should I still do it? And then she would reconnect with like some people from the series and stuff. Her and Andre, I think they were cool. But I'm not going to go too in depth about the storyline yet, because I have more to talk about. Okay. But I guess since we talked about Andre, the next character we can do is Andre. After Hollywood Arts, Andre, he made it. He's in his producer bag right now. He's in his producer bag. He making music. He made it in the industry. He got signed to a nice record label. But after the Hollywood Arts, the summer graduating, from what I've heard, like everybody be wilding out, and he was wilding out that year. He did some stuff that he shouldn't have done. And in the series, he's kind of paying repercussions for it, because as he's trying to move through the as he moves to the music industry, he's met with like things of his past, things that he did those like few years after high school that he shouldn't have done. And I have a plot line. Hear me out. Andre has a baby moms, and his baby moms is that one bitch from the episode where he's dating the producer's daughter just to get signed with the producer. As my mother said, people made baby with either people that were super irritating them or they were cool. And Andre found her irritating, but like after the summer they graduated, he was like, let me hit this girl up, and like they had a cool summer, and they did the nasty, and then he ended up knocking up girl, and then. Since she was the producer's father is like, or the producer is like, you gonna knock up my kid, and so certain things like he may sabotage Andre, so like in certain parts of the music industry because he has that power since he's the producer. Because Andre, he didn't get signed to them, but there's just a lot going on, or maybe like he did when he was younger. I don't remember if they exactly did, but it most likely did not work out, and so he ended up signing up with somebody else, or he's just doing it on his own. But he ended up knocking up girl. I'll put her on screen. I don't remember her name right now. But he ended up knocking up girl. And then that's gonna come up, and then there's just a lot of his past is coming to haunt him. Kinda. And then he has to deal with that while still trying to make it in the music industry. But he's still cool. Him and Tori are like I always saw them as like really, really good best friends. Like that's gang. They're gang. Like no romance, they're gang. And I'll explain their storyline more once I get to it. But he made it, but his past is coming to get him, and so he has to go through all the triumphs of that and try to get through it. Next character I want to talk about is he was a minor character, but he could be a good plot point. So we have Sinjin. Sinjin after Hollywood Arch could have gone two ways, kind of. What me and my mom discussed is that he's kind of like a plug, not like a drug plug, but like he's in like the acting industry, or just like in the Hollywood industry in general, and so he's like, as everyone reconnects, he can like, hey, I got connected with so and so, or like if you do this, blah 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 blah. He knows people that knows people, and he's in that industry, and he just like has all the gigs. Also, I forgot to mention this plot point, but I think this show either bounces back from like New York to California, or just everyone came to California. Everybody like moved back after all this shit, after Psychowitz died, because Psychowitz brought everyone together. But Sinjin, yeah, he's a plug. He knows all the gigs, he knows all the people, he knows all the stuff, and like any kind of anything in the Hollywood industry, you can ask Sinjin for. And he can help with like a lot of people, maybe like Trina, while she's trying to like get more gigs and stuff, or trying to make her show more known. He could help with that. Just like either Beck, Jade, everyone kind of can come to Sinjin. He's like, I know somebody, but like you gotta do this, or I don't know if they'll actually accept you, or blah 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 blah. But Sinjin, like he low key. He's like a low key dude. He's low key. He don't really talk to nobody like that. He's just chilling, and I think for him that would be really good. But the the other plot point, he just went to adult film. He looked like he a nigga that goes into adult film. Like you can't tell me anything. He went to adult film. If he's not a plug, he went to adult film. That's it. That's what I have for Sinjin. But for him to be like a plug, he low key, he quiet, he moving behind the scenes and stuff. And if you find him, he knows somebody. But I'm like, you gotta do something for me or you gotta do something for them, or like you should really look in or look out for like he just knows everything. He's the one that knows all, and I think that's what Sinjin's kind of character and storyline would be. He's just kind of like not the main plot point, but he kind of helps connect everyone, and so I think that would be pretty fun. Okay, next character is. Let's talk about Beck. Beck, he was a little bit more difficult to write for me, because I know, like, y'all just gonna say, oh, he went to acting, but, like, he did, but I don't know. Beck, he went to acting. Like, he made it as an actor. He chilling. But, like, he's also your common whore, okay? Like, he fucking around with everyone. I have, like, a good plot for an episode that I want to do. But I'll tell you in a second. That plot is between Beck, Tori, and Jade. Okay? Okay. But after high school, obviously Beck and Jade, they did not last. That wasn't going to last at all. But, like, after Beck came out of Hollywood Arts, got in his acting bag, and Jade was like his last girlfriend for a good little bit. He was like, yo, after you, this relationship shit is not for me. And so he was hoeing it up. He was hoeing it up, bouncing back from wherever, like I said, from California, New York type stuff. He was bouncing back from everywhere. And he's in that back, but like after the funeral, after he comes back, he starts connecting with everybody. I low-key think him and Trina might be cool. Like, they'll get to know each other. Like, oh wow, that's crazy. That's cool what you getting and stuff. And they might become cool. Or like Beck would kind of, I guess, not humble Trina, but like, you know, Trina, she can go all out with some of her ideas, but some of her ideas are like, yeah, you wallin'. And I think that's where Beck would come in. Like, he's not like a coach, but he's like a voice of reasoning, kind of. But like, Trina, like, she'll come up with like some idea or something for her. So he like, yeah, you can do that, but like, pipe it down a little bit. Or like with certain scenes, like, yeah, you should write that. Cause remember, he was like a he directed some stuff too, and like, I guess it wasn't bad, but he knows how to write and do plays and other stuff and just screenwrite. He knows how to do that. So, hold on, my throat fucking hurt. But as I was saying, Beck, he knows how to screenwrite, he knows how to act, he knows all this stuff. And so I think he would kind of like mentor Trina, or just be like, they would be cool. They would be like this, maybe some romance. I don't know. I thought Trina and Beck, they like a pretty cute couple. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought they was pretty cute as a couple, but like, that leaves it in a series. Do they get together? Do they not? Blah, blah, blah. But I think they would be cool after Beck comes back. He's a common whore. He's fucking with everybody. He's just here to have a good time. But like, after he comes back to California, he's just like, damn, what the hell happened to y'all? And like, everybody just reconnects. Maybe him and Jade, not reconnect like relationship wise, but they just like talk. But Beck and Trina, they're like, they would be a duo to me. I don't know why, but they just would. Next characters are Kat and Robbie. First, I'm going to talk about Kat, okay? Kat was a little difficult to figure out what to do with her in the reboot, because in the show itself, they changed her character so many times. Because she was supposed to be bipolar, but then they just, it's the word infantilized. They made her childlike, and it was really weird. But I think, because, okay, here's what I think. I think she made it, like, I guess she did singing, but like, she made it into acting, or she's like, she does like backstage like design and stuff, like special effects. Cause in the episodes that, like, the play one where Tori had to, like, you know, Kat basically put this mask on for her special effects class on Tori and stuff. And then they had to get it off before the play and whatever. There was that, and there was another episode where she just kept on making costumes and stuff. And honestly, I think like she might have like honed on that skill and stuff, because she was good at it. So I think either she went into like special effects. She's still kind of ditzy, but like, I think she got some therapy because she needed some. Her brother was dead. She was a traumatized girl. I think she got some therapy, and she might stay like a little low key. Maybe she went to sing, but I think for me, I think she went to like good special effects. Like, she works backstage, she does hair, she does costumes, she does the whole shebang. And I think that fits for her character. Because the whole superstar thing, like, yeah, because, you know, her actor Ariana Grande, she wasn't a superstar in real life, so I didn't want to like exactly do that. But I think she might have went into like, you know, special effects. She just works backstage, she's behind the scenes stuff, which also connects her and Jade, because Jade, she kind of works behind the scenes. I'll explain her character once I get to her. But yeah, Kat, she would be behind the scenes. She's still kind of ditzy or whatever, but it's kind of like manageable now. Just lots of therapy. Lots of therapy she went through. But I think that works. And then we have Beck. The reason why I haven't explained Kat's because Kat and Robbie, their storylines are kind of intertwined. Okay? Alright. And now Robbie and Rex either are a thing. I'm not counting. Sam and Kat did not exist to me. I don't care. It didn't exist. Okay? The only thing I would say existed from it is like the one episode where it was Robbie made his appearance and he wasn't with Rex and stuff, and Rex was a total entity by himself. So I think either in the reboot, him and Rex, they split and it's just Robbie, or him and Rex are still together. Either way, the same storyline still happens. And like Robbie, he went to New York and like he went to school to be a comedian. So he's like on his he as my mother said, he's an SNL whore. Like he does a lot. He like did things like SNL, like Saturday Night Live and stuff. He did live shows with like different bits, different acts and stuff. And then he was like kind of like the main host, but he would act in them and he would like, you know, help with everything. And he made it. He was in New York and he was chilling. And I think that's what he would have really done. But then after Psychowitz died, he came out to California and reconnected. He's like, hey, maybe I'll stay up here for a little bit or something, or maybe he'll like bounce back and forth. But yeah, he would just be in his SNL bag. he honed in on his comedy. Either him and Rex are still together and he used that for the SNL stuff, or just him himself, he's still with the SNL. Regardless if Rex is there or not, they're just there. I did not do Rex as a character by himself because I just think, like, also Robbie, he went through a lot of therapy too, because I'd like to think that Rex was just a result of a personality disorder. And I know it's not just something you can get rid of and stuff, but it's maybe something he learned to let go in a way. Because Robbie, he wasn't nerdy, he was just awkward, which is okay, and awkward people are funny. And so that's why he honed in on his craft. He did it in New York on his SNL type shit, and he's chilling. But the plot between him and Kat, it go crazy. I like it. But before we get into that, I got one more character I want to talk about, and I think that would be majority of the whole cast. But what we have left is Jade. I think Jade, she's either a jack of all trades or she like went to directing. I can see her in directing. She's like behind the scenes type stuff. She's making different shows, different plays, different movies, whatever. She's a producer in a lot of things. She works with people. That's what she is. She's still in California too. Everyone, like, the show still kind of takes place in California, but after Hollywood Arts, Robbie left California, Beck left California, Andre, he stayed in California. Sinjin bounces, like I said, he bounced back from like New York to Cali. Robbie bounces back from New York to Cali, but he's like mainly in New York, but he came back to Cali. Beck, we don't know where he is, okay? he go over. Trina, she the Cali girl. She not moving. She know her way around. She's staying in Cali. Tori is staying in Cali, I guess. Andre, like I said already, stayed in Cali. Just everyone went on their own ways after high school. But Jade, I think she really got into her directing bag. Like, yeah, she sung and stuff. Maybe she had like a little singing career after, but she like just really honed in. Like, she was in her horror movie type stuff, even made like an author or something. But she really got in her directing bag. She made a bunch of movies, bunch of shows and stuff. She worked with like Sinjin. That's how they connected. Like, they still kind of cool. Like, maybe not actually that weird after all. And they connected. And yeah, she's just on her own. She's chilling. She didn't really talk to nobody after Hollywood Arts, and they chilling. She cool. I think that's it for like everyone's little character stuff. But here are, I think I have like 3 storylines that I have. 2 are like whole show based, and one of them is just like a good episode. So I'm gonna start with my Kat and Robbie storyline. Okay, so Kat and Robbie. After high school, like I said, I'm not counting Sam and Kat. Sam and Kat does not exist. But after high school, Robbie and Kat, they got together for a little bit. It was a cute couple. They was dating and they was cool. But then they had a nasty breakup. And then they went their own way for a little bit. But they were like, they still kept each other. They were still like this. And like they're not gonna let each other go, but they just wasn't talking like that. But one of them is like, it might be Robbie. I don't know. It's either, I think it would be Robbie, maybe, because Kat, she's always run away from the idea of like being with Robbie. But Robbie, he's either like, yo, either we gonna be together or we gotta go our separate ways, because I can't do this anymore. He's like, I'm trying to be somebody's husband. I'm trying to be with you, but like, if you don't want that, I can't do this whole friend thing anymore. And so the whole show is kind of like a will they, won't they type stuff, and they're going through it. Like, they still have going through their personal lives. Maybe they work on a project together. But Robbie's like, yo, I want to be with you, but like, either we friends, it's like either we together or we not. I can't do this back and forth thing. And so it's just them like, should we be together? Should we not? Going through all they shit, all they drama, airing out their grievances, whatever happened. And I would like that storyline. I think it would be pretty cool for the storyline, because Robbie and Kat, they gonna be together regardless. I don't care. That is like one ship that is superior out of the whole show. Okay, that one is fire. Do I have anything else to add? I don't think so. Yeah, I think that's about it. But yeah, it's just a will they won't they type thing throughout the reboot. I think they would get together at the end. If they don't, I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed. But yeah, that would be kind of their storyline. Next we have, this is in, I guess, kind of an episode. It'd be like a two good like episode storyline, maybe one episode. I don't know. But this storyline is the one between Beck, Tori, and Jade. Okay. Let me get my notes. Okay, so as we know, Psycho dies, everyone comes to the funeral, everybody's reconnected. And then a little bit after the funeral, Jade learns that Beck and Tori, they fucked around for a little bit. She heard that they were dating for a little bit. She was like, oh, for real? And so she had her feelings about it. Like she feels some type of way that Beck and Tori, they got together after high school. So she's pissed. And then after the funeral and stuff, Beck, he's still kind of bouncing back, but he's staying in Cali for right now. And like, either they meet at an event, like they talked a little about the funeral, but she didn't bring it up. But like, either they meet at like an event, or maybe they meet backstage or something. Like maybe he's on a show that she's producing, and she ain't know. Or like a show that she's helping out with, but she didn't know. And then did they like Jade like, you know, confront him about it, and then Jade was like or like I think like if it's like the event type stuff, and Jade's like, oh, like where your girl at? And then Beck's like, what are you talking about? Where my girl at? I don't have a girl. And then Jade's like, weren't you in Vega dating? And he was like, it was one good summer, we fucked around in Malibu, now I'm back in Cali. Nothing happened. And then Jade, she gonna feel low-key stupid, but she not gonna like, you know, she's not gonna show it because she a bad bitch. But she be like, oh, okay, I thought I just heard blah 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 blah. You're like, yeah, nothing happened. It was a good summer, we kicked it. Now I'm back. We kicked it in Malibu. Now I'm back in LA. I'm about to get this bag and I'm dipping again. He's like, I said, I'm not dating nobody. I think after you were my last girlfriend, and that taught me I'm not trying to do relationship stuff. And then Jade, you know, she'll be on her way and stuff, but she's still gonna feel kind of relief that it wasn't really nothing. And I just think that would be a really good episode. I would watch it. It's just basically, it's turning Victoria's ghetto. It's just turning it mad ghetto. And that would be my favorite episode, because Beck, he sounds like a pothead, but like he's chilling, he's cool. He like on his like Leonardo DiCaprio section. Leonardo, he not gonna get married. He chilling, he holding around, fucking any girl above 20, and then once they get too old of them, he on to the next chick. That's how Beck is right now. He's just chilling. He and I don't think he discriminate. I don't think he discriminate at all. He fucking with whoever, and he getting his acting bag, and then he gone again. He's just in and out. And I see you, bro. I hear you, bro. I hear you. I think my last storyline that I have, because I kind of already explained the Trina storyline while explaining her character and stuff. But this is like a throughout the course storyline, and this one is between Tori and Andre, their storyline. So after Hollywood Arts and stuff, they're still cool, they're still friends and stuff. After Tori kind of died down, after you know, her little stardom, Tori and Andre, they're either like roommates or she's like practically at his place all the time, that she practically lives there. And so Andre, like I said, he's already in the music game. He's writing music, producing music, making songs. And Tori, on the other hand, she's stuck. She doesn't know what to do with her life right now. She reached her stardom, but it did not last long. In this storyline, she's always coming to Andre for advice. She's like, yo, what should I do? I don't know what to do with my life. Am I nothing now? Like, what do I do? And maybe Andre is like, hey, maybe you should, I don't know, like I don't know, maybe you should give up the singing thing or perform locally or just live a regular life. Being regular isn't that bad. Or he was like, I don't know, just put it in somewhere else, or like put your like try to find something somewhere else. And so through the course of her trying to figure out what's happening, there's like a point in time where she probably gives up about singing and stuff, but as she gives up, she finds something that she can still be passionate about and do the things that she wants to do. And then Andre in the storyline, on the other hand, like I've explained before, he's dealing with the consequences that he did fresh out of high school and stuff. He got a baby mom, she got a man producer, he just did a bunch of shit that he shouldn't have done. And he has to pay for it while listening to Tori shit like he always did. And I think Tori still being a self-conceited character, but in especially the reboot, honestly, it works. Because she got humbled. She's getting humbled right now. She was like, because Andre made it. Trina made it. What's her name? Jade made it. Kat made it. Robbie, they made it. All of them made it. But then there's her, who was supposed to be the one that makes it out of all of them. But all of them made it before her. So she's like, yes, she made it before them, but it didn't last long. Their careers are lasting, or their careers are just starting, and it's a good start. Even though there's bumpy roads everywhere, it's still they found their craft. But then there's her, who was just so focused on being a pop star. But was that actually the dream that she wanted? Is that actually her destiny? Nah. And so she figures that out. Andre, he deals with all the shit he's done. I wouldn't say he get related to some gang stuff, but he got himself into some weird shit. And he has to figure out, yo, how am I gonna make it into the music industry and fix my past? And then that would be his storyline. Tori's trying to figure out, yo, what the fuck do I do with my life now? Trina, she's honing in on her craft, and then she has Beck by her side kind of helping her. I think Robbie, he might be a part of that trio or something. I think they're all connected in some way. I'm not exactly sure how, but I think they would. But yeah, Trina, she's honing on her craft. She's trying to build herself up. Maybe she meets people or whatever. Kat and Robbie, they're trying to figure out their shit. Robbie's on his SNL type stuff, but like maybe he takes a break from it to like really like let me be focused on you. And then Kat, she like yeah, she works behind the scenes, but like maybe they found out a way to work together, and as they're working together, they're like, hey, let's try and do this relationship. I think we can do it. And then did I mention everyone? Sinjin, he the plug. He the one that connects everyone. Psychowitz is dead. And I think that's about it. Beck, he's on his acting stuff. He's chill. It's not like he doesn't have anything wrong. Like I bet there would be some plot points, but he's chilling. He's just kind of like the guidance friend, and he'll have his drama. He'll have his he's the type to have a bunch of scandals and stuff. Like he did a bunch of shit, and so some like maybe as he comes back to Cali, somebody is exposing him, and he's like, yo, what is happening? And so as that's going on, him and Trina, they become cool, and he kind of reconnects with everyone, and it's just everyone. It's basically just everyone exploring who they are, building on who they are, and just how's their story actually like not going to end, but what's the dream? Are they gonna reach that dream, or are they gonna fail? And how just Psychowitz's death brought everyone together, and then we're gonna see what blossoms because of it. That is my pitch for a victorious reboot. I have been talking for almost 40 minutes. I hope I can chop this down. But I think it would be pretty. That's what I would think would happen in a victorious reboot. Let me know what you would think would happen in the comments. Some of your headcanons. I would love to read them. I love hearing other people's headcanons about things that I like. And yeah, I'm done for today. I gotta get this edited by next week. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe for me, man. Please, my voice. Y'all hear my voice cracking? I've been talking for way too long. But yeah, Like and subscribe, comment, please. Help a girl out. Okay? But yeah. Banshee was here, Banshee was there, Banshee was everywhere. I hope you enjoyed this video. My name is literally DeadSec. This was If Victorious Had a Reboot, and I will see you sometime soon. Later.